EV with technology. And nabanggit ko nga Secretary Vince, ginagawa na ho namin yung bagong terminal, with solar panel, with battery and charging station in one of the route of PUJ-PUV in Balanga. They were so happy, and even the rest of the transport cooperatives in Bataan were so happy because we're gonna do this all over Bataan, that they suddenly went to what you said earlier sa factory ni Manong Chavit Singson kasi nire-reverse engineer na nila yung vehicle para by the time it is finished, ready na yung electric vehicle. And yung secret ho dito, actually it's not a secret, a common sense lang po. Because of the solar panel and the sun doesn't bill us every month, tapos may battery po siya, charged to the government, bibigay natin yung energy halos libre. Siguro konting cost lang sa security and maintenance. Mas mababa pa natin ibibigay sa mga electric utility. In fact, kung ikumpara mo pa lang sa yung fossil fuel sa electric utility, advantage na. Ito, mas bababaan pa natin dahil government na gumasto sa terminal, solar panel, battery, and charging station. Kasi kung fossil fuel pa rin yung gagamitin natin, Euro 4, para tayong pumipiga sa bato, walang margin na pangbayad dun sa bagong vehicle. And that is one of the challenge of the modernization. So dito, pag nagkaroon ng margins, ito yung magiging solution sa modernization, safer vehicles, tapos panalo rin yung health and environment kasi emission-free. So we're doing the proof of concept. I've mentioned this to you, and hopefully third quarter, hopefully you will grace the occasion na ibe-blessing po natin ito. And by that time, hopefully meron ng ready na EV, and if you can help us source a quality PUJ na electric para talagang maging sustainable po ito, and it can be the solution to the challenge of itong modernization of PUJ and PUV. Tapos ganun na rin po yung gagawin namin sa ibang transportation with your help. Kinausap niyo yung regional director natin ng LTFRB sa text sa inyo ni Gov. Joet. In the next few months, ilo-launch po natin yung TNVS or ride hailing na pure electric or hybrid. First in the country na pure electric or hybrid yung ating TNVS. And again, government and the private sector will do the charging station, increase the revenues for the drivers, and hopefully lower the cost of transportation and mobility for our people. And we will move on to the tricycles. May mga kausap na rin po kami. Of course, mas marami yon, and it will take quite of an effort to do that. Pero doon na rin po tayo papunta hanggang maging NEV hub yung ating mga probinsya at ating mga cities. Tapos, meron, alam ni GM po ito, meron pong ferry route, missionary route, because of PPP, Bataan Mall of Asia. Natigil lang nung pandemic and dahil dun sa reclamation. No? Pero lilipat na sila ng port, and isang challenge po nun, same with the modernization, ang lakas kumonsumo ng gasolina ng ferry. Siguro 50% of the cost of operation. So may tinitingnan na po kami, and makakatulong po ito sa Pasig River Ferry na electric yung ferry. In Stockholm, Sweden, Candela Corporation, they're the cutting edge electric ferry na ano yun, yung umaangat hydrofoil in the world. So same concept na what if dun sa port natin sa PPA, baka pwede natin pagtulungan with PPA, doon na tayo magtayo ng mga solar doon sa parking lot, ang luwag doon sa Orion, battery and charging station. So halos mabigay natin ng libre yung sa ferry kasi medyo mahal pa yung technology. Pero kung maililibre natin halos yung energy consumption, pwede nang i-reverse engineer yung amortization. And it will bring more efficient mobility. Mako-connect natin yung multimodal whether sa PITX, sa MOA, or CCP, and sa Bataan side, connected to the rest of Region 3, doon sa TNVS na nagagawin natin. So hopefully PPA can help us with that. Shore power.
We will come.
And dun po sa point ni Kong Lacson, yung underutilization ng ating bus lane, may nisponsoran po na resolution ang inyong lingkod sa House, which is already adopted by the plenary, requesting MMDA and DOTR to consider allowing pure EV in the bus lane para dumami pa yung utilization nito. And ma-push din natin yung clean energy at the same time, and an incentive kasi ganito rin po yung ginawa sa Norway where they have 90% EV adoption because of initiatives or incentives like this. So baka ma-consider din po.
Definitely po yung pong EVs sa busways kasama po talaga sa future plans for the busway kasi we really have to make it more efficient.
Yeah. I'm happy to hear that.
Opo. Thank you so much, Kong, sa lahat ng suggestions. As always, ang
We'll
ganda
give
po
you
ng
a
mga
copy of,
suggestions.
the resolution.
Yes, we'd like
And
to
final na po.
We'd like to remind the last 2-3 members that si Secretary needs to be with the President at 2 p.m.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
that's
please go
also
ahead.
my point. May I just ask one parliamentary inquiry? Because I've been waiting here for 3 hours and I was only given 1 minute, but it's okay with me. But I just have one parliamentary inquiry, Madam Chair. When we conduct hearings like this for the Commission on Appointments, are we double checking whether or not the nominee was actually cleared by the palace? Because after some time, Madam Chair, baka mamaya, after 3.5 hours of deliberating here in the Commission on Appointments, biglang tatanggapin yung courtesy resignation nila. I'm sure si Sec Vince hindi, no? But it's also good probably to us if he was able to get a assurance or at least a go signal by the President or the Executive Secretary to come here, Madam Chair. Otherwise, sayang naman po itong lahat ng, I think it's important. And Sec Vince is nodding his head. I think he can answer my question, Madam Chair.
Yes, Senator Villanueva, I'd like to direct the question to our ComSec with regards to this.
I think
sorry,
probably,
our
Madam Chair, the best way to do it is ask the Secretary. If,
Yes, Secretary, please.
yes, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, it's hindi po, nahihiya po kasi ako mag-ano. Anyway, but I
You
did-
get where we are
I did-
coming from.
Yes, and
Secretary.
just to answer the question directly, kahit na I'm a little embarrassed to do it, but I did get a call po from the Executive Secretary that the President did not accept my courtesy.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Sir,
I think
Madam Chair.
that's very important. Prejudicial. Baka mamaya, yung mga susunod na isasalang ho natin, siguro tanungin din natin before we start deliberating, Madam Chair. Thank you,
Yeah.
Madam Chair. Thank you for
Madam
your
Chair,
patience, dear colleagues.
To answer
Go
din
ahead,
Senator
Senator
Joel,
Yes.
nung nirecommend naman ni Sec Vince na isuspindi yung rehab ng EDSA, ang sinuspindi naman yung rehab ng EDSA, hindi naman si Vince ang sinuspindi. So siguro that's a good sign na when the recommendations of a secretary is being taken well, di ba? But tama naman po yung tanong ni Sec Joel, nakakaya lang po for a secretary to be the one to say it. So thanks for your humility, Sec Vince.
Thank you very much, Senators Alan and Senators Joel. Go ahead, Kong Albert.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Congratulations, Sec Vince, at hindi tinanggap, and rightly so, ng ating Pangulo yung inyong... so one final point, baka magbago pa yung isip. One final point, Sec, yung regarding the tourism also, yung ating Subic Airport, because it will, kung mabuksan po ito, not just for logistics but also for tourism, it will open up around 200 kilometers of coastline between Bataan, Zambales, and even Pangasinan. So kapag meron tayong hub doon na airport, directly, domestic and foreign tourists can really go there. And at ang dami na pong resorts doon na lalong